Running water, death, decapitation to death. Okay, let's change the subject. I'm going to talk about shit. If you leave this show tonight and then you go home and you find a Campbell's soup can filled with human feces, you will be very confused. Because there's shit in front of your door. And I had this happen to me. I owned a row home. I had come back in from a night of fun, like I had done an open mic, and I was feeling really proud of myself, and I walked up to my door and I saw this Campbell soup can. It was for Manhattan clam chowder, which is, it's not even a chowder, but it was filled with shit. And there was a note underneath it which said, "Eat shit." But there was no utensil. And I knew exactly who it was. It was my next door neighbor, who was an art student, and I guess he was trying to teach me a lesson to show me like his perspective of the world, which was just being an asshole. Because, okay, here's what happened, right? This guy was an art student at the local art college, and he would love to have parties in the middle of the week, and these parties would be interminable. And they always featured the same thing, roller skating. Like, they would roller skate inside their house. I don't know why. Like, there's like weird Kraftwerk type music just bumping, and then just the sound of rollers on wood floor. And it was aggravating. And it was like very consistent. I would go over, knock on the door, and very politely say, "Fucking stop." And the first time I did it, he had opened the door. He looked like Robert Smith from The Cure, except like he was a different anime character every time he opened the door. Like one time it was like a Sailor Moon costume. I don't know, it was weird. And so like it started from him just like opening the door and going, "Sorry, man." And then it became like, just open the door, fuck off, and then closing the door. So what could I do? I called the police. And the cops came and shut them down, and I felt quite good. Then the next day, I found a Campbell's soup can with shit in it. And you gotta rage at this, right? Like, what do you... Shit in a Campbell's soup can! First of all, he's either a very accurate shitter, those condensed soup cans, the circumference is small. Like, either he's just a ninja, or he's like a soft serve ice cream, like something amazing. It should be a one-man performance art piece. So there's that, but it's also like who puts shit on someone else's? It's just an affront upon someone's personal liberty. So I called the cops, and they laughed. But if you go home today and you find a Campbell's soup can with shit in it, don't call the cops. They don't care. I was like, you got DNA right there. No. So, I'm a reasonable person, but I'm also Korean. And Koreans have a saying, "니 죽고 내 죽자." You die, and I'll die. Total war. Let's just all kill ourselves. So this meant I needed to take justice into my own hands. I needed to shit on his front door. It makes sense. So, I knew he was out for the evening the next day. I needed to load myself up with things, so I got corn, peas, carrots. There's also like meat shits, so I ate lots of meat. But the problem with this is, it apparently stops you up, meat. So it was about 3 in the morning that night, and I was wearing shorts that had a nice elastic, easy access. I had brought some baby wipes and a plastic bag to contain said baby wipes after usage. And it's on, and the house is facing a busy street, so I'm like very carefully like getting out there and dropping and squatting and trying my hardest to shit my vengeance. And what came out were just these high, whiny farts that were questioning my judgment. Like, are you sure you want to do this? I don't know if you're right. I don't even know who you are anymore. After 30 minutes of this, I finally got something out. It was like this tiny little black slug with a pea stuck in its back. That's all I could do. The next day he knocked on my door. He was like, hey man, I'm really sorry. I don't want to escalate shit. Let's be friends. So apparently he didn't see my little turn of vengeance. Thanks. Great, Chuck.